How's it going, everyone? I'm Landan with LMR.com. Jude and I have made it back to home base here to Waco, Texas, LMR headquarters from the Motor City, which is Detroit, Michigan. Our first stop was the Detroit Auto Show that's held at the Huntington Place. There we saw some of the latest from Ford, which included quite a few Bronco Raptors, the Raptor R, a very good-looking eruption green carbon fiber track pack GT500, and several other models from the Blue Oval. Once we concluded our walkthrough of the show, we made our way over to the global debut of the 7th generation Mustang. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there were a ton of people at the Hart Plaza, and whenever the presentation concluded, which was streamed live on Ford's YouTube channel, it was a mad dash down to the cars. Jude and I had to do our fair share of elbow bumping, but we were able to get some really good close-up content of the 4 cars. Those cars included an EcoBoost model, GT convertible, GT Performance Pack, and as we know thus far, the flagship car for the 2024 production lineup, the Mustang Dark Horse. At first take, the all-new 2024 S650 Mustang looked damn good. The front grille on the GT models may take a little bit of getting used to, as this grille area is pretty large compared to previous Mustang models. The LED headlights are also new and still feature the classic tri-bar styling. Overall, the front bumper on the GT models definitely has some S650 Mach 1 cues to it. The hood is all new, and the GT models feature a functional hood scoop that is finished in gloss black. The side profile of the car, to me, probably has to be my favorite. According to one of the Ford designers at the reveal, the belt line was lowered about 10 to 15 millimeters to help give the car a more lower profile. The 5.0 fender badge is new, and the lower section of the car, just above the rocker molding, you'll find a nice body line that transcends into a revised quarter panel with more chiseled haunches, I guess you can say. Another note that caught my attention at the reveal was the optimized roofline for driver entry and exit without removing your helmet at the track. Well, obviously that caught my attention because we occasionally road race some of the cars here in our shop, and other Mustangs that I've driven, I have to put my helmet on and take it off while I'm sitting in the car. So that's a nice tip of the hat from Ford for folks that actually get out and drive their cars at the racetracks. All right, so the rear of the S650 Mustang is very edgy, and I think it looks pretty damn good. Ford kept the classic taillight design, but they did step away from a gloss black deck lid panel that they used since 2013. This area is now body color. The GT convertible did not have a spoiler, but the Performance Pack version of the car does receive a spoiler that shares some styling cues from the S650 Performance Pack spoiler. The Brembo brakes can be optioned in black, red, or grabber blue. The grabber blue calipers on the Vapor Blue car here at the reveal, they were also on the Dark Horse. They look pretty snazzy tucked behind the redesigned Performance Pack wheel. Also, something that I'm pretty excited about is Ford is now including a complete Brembo caliper on the rear of the Performance Pack models, unlike in years past where they just use a traditional caliper, as I like to call it. You'll also notice a small caliper for the electronic parking brake that is very similar to the 2020 and newer Shelby GT500. This is for the Performance Pack cars, so you can utilize the all-new drift feature. The all-new 2024 Mustang will launch with 11 colors with 2 new shades, Vapor Blue and Yellow Splash. All these colors will be completed with new stripe colors and designs. The Vapor Blue color was displayed on the Performance Pack GT at the reveal. It had a good mix of flake and pearl. Jumping into the interior now, the Ford designers at the reveal stated that the design elements were inspired by a fighter jet, and rightfully so. This is first noticed by the immersive 12.4-inch digital instrument cluster that flows seamlessly into a 13.2-inch sync infotainment screen that is perfectly angled towards the driver. The steering wheel now features a flat bottom design, and the overall width of the padding is larger. Aside from several other enhancements and changes to the interior, the white Recaro seats in the Vapor Blue car look pretty damn sweet. Not to mention the subtle nod to the 87 to 93 Fox Mustangs with a Fox body inspired digital instrument cluster setting. The engines for the S650 have been revised as well. This includes the 2.3-liter EcoBoost and the 5-liter Coyote. The 4th-gen Coyote is set to deliver the most naturally aspirated horsepower of any Mustang GT thanks to an innovative dual air intake box and dual 80mm throttle body design. Ford is claiming that this engine is capable of 480 horsepower and might even surpass the 500 mark in the Dark Horse car. Well, we all know Ford, they like to underpromise and they always overdeliver. Ford has saved the manual transmission for the Coyote and is set to offer a 6-speed manual transmission for folks who love that third pedal, and you'll still be able to get the 10-speed 10R80 automatic transmission as well. From what we know thus far, the EcoBoost will not be available with a manual transmission. All right, so Ford did save the best for last at the reveal. Along with the all-new S650 7th generation Mustang, Ford announced the Mustang Dark Horse. The Dark Horse is an entirely new breed of Mustang, and it's bred for racing right out of the box. The Dark Horse car at the reveal was wearing the exclusive color, which I really liked, and it's called Blue Ember Metallic. This car also had grabber blue Brembo caliper. There is an optional handling pack available that brings sticky Pirelli Trofeo RS tires, stiffer springs, thicker front and rear sway bars, and a rear wing with gurney flap for more downforce. The PP2 inspired wheels on the handling pack measure in at 10.5 inches in the front and 11 inches in the rear. Mustang Dark Horse includes brake cooling NACA ducts, an auxiliary engine coiler, a rear axle cooler, and a unique and lighter weight radiator with improved cooling capability and more powerful cooling fans to improve endurance and recovery. This will also be the first time that Ford offers lightweight carbon fiber wheels on a non-Shelby Mustang. I'm sure it'll cost a pretty penny for the option whenever they become available later in the model year. Looking through my notes from the reveal, the Ford engineer stated that the Gen 4 Coyote in the Dark Horse is going to crank out a projected 500 horsepower, and it can be optioned with the Tremec 6-speed manual gearbox or the 10-speed automatic. A Torsen limited slip diff will put the power to the rear wheels. Other notable standout features include GT500 connecting rods with other exclusive internal engine components, electronic drift brake, blue interior accents, unique front end with bigger grille openings and shadowed headlight trim, and darkened headlights, just to name a few. So with the introduction of the Mustang Dark Horse, Ford will also launch 6 new racing Mustangs that will compete globally in a variety of series, including GT3, GT4, NASCAR, and NHRA Factory X Racing. 2 dedicated track-only Dark Horse Mustangs powered by the 5-liter Coyote will also be available for racers in non-street use. The Mustang Dark Horse S is designed for the weekend track day enthusiasts, while the Dark Horse R has been developed for racing. Both Dark Horse S and R have been further enhanced for performance and stripped of almost every unneeded comfort, keeping only what is needed to provide better performance, said Ed Krenz, who is the Ford Mustang chief nameplate engineer. During the closing moments of the global reveal, Bill Ford Jr. announced that Ford will be taking a purpose-built Mustang to the historic 24 Hours of Le Mans, where he said, "It's going to be great and we're going to go like hell." All right, folks, wrapping things up here. There's a lot to love about the all-new 7th generation Ford Mustang. While the car itself is absolutely remarkable, we all need to take note that we can still get a V8 engine with a manual transmission. So thank you, Ford. As always, we hope you enjoyed our coverage and talking points on the 7th generation Ford Mustang. Let us know down in the comments what you think of this car. Until next time, y'all know what to do for all things 79 to present Mustang and now the S650 Mustang. Keep it right here with the real enthusiasts, LMR.com.